Let me know if you find yourself in this pattern too. Every year, around this time, first you realize, what the f, how is this year already over? Second, you reflect back on the year, and it was an all right year, it wasn't the worst, but you need more change. Third, you get the desire and motivation to legitimately follow through. It's like you get lit up, so you get all these ideas of good habits that you actually want to pursue. You envision the goal, the ideal you that does all the hard things. You psych yourself up to get consistently done what you need to, get started. And then 2 months later, you've gone back to exactly how things were before, like it never even happened. I find myself in this cycle, especially talking to myself in my head every year. I tell myself what I want to do and start to feel motivated. I want to take control of my life, but I never stuck with the action or habit that led to the goal. And this is why most of our resolutions fail. We focus more on the goal and the result, not the process and what you'll be interacting with day to day in order to get there. We don't fully consider the actions that we need to do in order to pursue the goal. We get burnt out over time within a month, from the day to day of the habit. I truthfully haven't stuck to my New Year's resolutions before, but I finally started to heading in the right direction the last 6 months. And this is what I personally plan to do with my resolutions this year to ensure that I will actually get to where and who I want to be and what that person would do. Also, this doesn't just apply for New Year's resolutions. These can be for any goal, any time of the year, whenever you may be watching this.
Do you fail to stick to your New Year's resolutions? Can't seem to actually keep the promise to yourself? Wonder why you fall short every time? Well, maybe it's because you're a lazy piece of shit.
So first, we need to understand why we fail. Odds are you probably underestimate the goal you set. When we make these goals, we shoot astronomically large for no fucking no context, no based off logical reason from it. We go from not going to the gym at all and having that many good habits sometimes or anything that well related to it to, I want to go to the gym every day. I'll read every day. So we try to, and immediately within a couple days, we start to absolutely dread it. Showing up consistently, especially when you're not used to it, is hard. We overgeneralize the habits that we want to do pretty easily. We all do it to some degree. What we don't think about and consider is our relationship with the action. Yes, you heard me. Relationship. Imagine you're looking for someone to date. Who says that? Imagine you're looking for a relationship right now. You got Tinder or whatever the heck. You've got 2 first dates lined up with 2 different guys or girls, whatever you're into. The first date, it was good. The conversation flowed pretty easily. You guys both had something in common that you guys both liked, like golf, maybe. I don't know. But there's an issue. They got that horrendous BO, bro. They smell like sardines and dog food. Like they're one of those nasty Jelly Belly, Bean Boozled beans, but car freshener edition. Halfway through the date, you start to feel uncomfortable. You don't want to be there anymore. Who would? On the first date with the second person you had lined up, they smell amazing. They smell great. They smell like vanilla and peaches. And you guys had amazing conversation, even better than the last one. By the end, you already can't wait to see them again. You turn the other person down, the first one, no hard feelings, but you choose what you enjoy more. The things that we enjoy the most are the easiest to do. We want to be around the girl that smells good or the guy that smells good. It's just a lot more pleasurable. But the goals that we want and the actions that we have to take to get them, they end up feeling more like a chore. They got a little whiff of that BO, you know? No. We feel obligated to do it or be there. We don't enjoy it completely when we do it, so we don't want to do it. So the solution is to this, enjoying it. I know. Shocking, right? How do we optimize to enjoy it? Firstly, back to dating our actions. Our favorite habits, they don't feel like chores. We aren't obligated to be there. So we should focus on making these new resolutions not feel like a chore. And this is what we should be aiming for with our resolutions and goals instead. Now, of course, you might be thinking, well, ayo, I don't fucking like the thing. It sucks to do. That's fucking makes no sense, bro. Like, what the fuck are you on? Like, I understand that completely, but you have to ask yourself, like, have you optimized things to be the most enjoyable that it can be? Think about it. Like, have you truly been trying to do it and making it enjoyable, or have you just been trying to do it? Because a lot of us, we just throw ourselves at it and give it our best go without changing the way we do it. I say this because I wasn't at all before this. For the last couple of months, for example, I've started to want to journal. I know, thank you, so noble, I know. But I bought it 3 months ago. It's been sitting on my desk ever since. You probably have sat down or have probably gotten to where you need to, face the thing, and instantly get the feeling that you really just don't want to do it. It wasn't until the other day, even just like a week ago, that I actually even started to write in it. I realized that in my head, it was this thing in my head that I didn't want to do because I was thinking of it like a chore. I would always think about how long it was going to take. I was thinking in my head like 30 minutes every day to have to dedicate it to it and just sit down there and force myself to write. That's pretty invasive and overwhelming, honestly, especially when you're just starting with something. So first, we gotta focus a lot more on making small commitments to your resolution. The best way to make sure that you actually enjoy the activity is to not feel like you have to, but get to. We gotta make it positive. and make it interesting. Think about buying some accessories or a new pair of gym shoes, whatever it may be, and optimize the action to be as enjoyable as possible. And that can be with external things that you need to buy or just the system and process of it itself. I'm not saying you need to splash cash and just go ham, go crazy with it. That's not what I'm saying. But if you can get a couple small things to make yourself enjoy it more, that would be the optimal mix. The goal is to become someone that does the thing and enjoys it, not just does it. Because the person that just does it isn't always gonna be there. One way to really feel like it's a get to moment instead of have to moment is to do it rarely. Don't do it daily, do it barely. If you don't wanna do it every day, maybe you shouldn't. My attitude now towards drilling has been to do it only when I truly want, not as an everyday thing that I need to sit down and do for 30 minutes either. So I made the time frames like just 5 minutes even. And it completely just gets rid of that pressure of feeling like it's an obligation that you have to do it. It's really just all about our approach to it. When you do it, think about maybe even habit stacking if you can, and that would work for you and what you're trying to do. Combine it with another activity that you know you enjoy or reward yourself with it after. You'll associate the activity with that. I've been trying to stretch consistently for the last couple of months, every 3 to 4 days. I still a lot of the time find myself not wanting to do it. I'll push it off sometimes. To be honest, it's uncomfortable and my head is so big that it feels like it's a workout for my neck half the time. Whenever I do it now, I'll put it on a show and I'm not gonna lie, it works really well. Especially since I try not to watch shows on my own anymore, but when I do, it's when I stretch. I'm pretty sure everybody at some point has said they wanted to get in better shape. Who doesn't say that, like for real? The people that genuinely, consistently do it have probably figured out a reason why they want to stick with it. Maybe they like the way they feel during it or after it. Maybe they're insecure about their body. Maybe it's to help discipline themselves. Who knows? But the reason is tied to themselves so strongly that they feel like they need to do it or they get to do it. Lastly, make it legitimately achievable. Start with, instead of the whole year in general, just start with the week. See how you do and then adjust. Make the goal change. Like, we don't really ever think about it, but what we should be aiming for is to make our goal as possible, because you should be shooting for progress. Especially short wins right away is gonna really give you that dopamine to keep going. I really struggle with that. Like, I really just would go for things that were never gonna be possible with where I was starting. Progress is key. It's the reason why it's my whole theme for this channel. Make it easier to where you'll actually do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this video will help you genuinely stick to your resolutions or your goals and stick with them and start with them. Build the habit, not force the habit. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please consider liking this video. Yeah, subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you next time.